Picture this. You walk into a job interview. Before you even speak, the interviewer has already formed an opinion about you. Scary, right? Studies show we judge others in just 7 seconds. Today, we'll explore the fascinating psychology of first impressions, how our brains make lightning-fast decisions about people, why we do it, and how something called the halo effect can completely change how we see someone. Get ready to discover why you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's travel back 50,000 years. You're walking through the forest and see a stranger. Your ancestors who could quickly decide friend or foe survived. Those who took too long, well, they didn't make it. This survival skill is hardwired into our brains. Even today, in our safe modern world, our ancient brain still makes these split-second judgments. We automatically assess, is this person trustworthy? Are they competent? Could they be a threat? All of this happens before we even realize it. The 7-second rule. Here's what happens in those crucial 7 seconds. Your brain processes facial features, body language, clothing, and even how someone smells. Researchers at Princeton found that we judge trustworthiness in just 1/10 of a second by looking at faces. By 7 seconds, we've decided if someone is confident, successful, or friendly. Your brain creates a mental file about this person instantly. And here's the kicker. These snap judgments are surprisingly accurate about 70% of the time. But what about the other 30%? Let me tell you about Sarah's story. She's interviewing for her dream job. She walks in wearing a sharp business suit, stands tall, and offers a firm handshake with a warm smile. The interviewer immediately thinks, professional, confident, capable. But what if Sarah had walked in wearing wrinkled clothes, avoided eye contact, and had a weak handshake? Same person, same qualifications, but a completely different first impression. This shows how small details create big impacts in those first moments. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Enter the halo effect. This is when one positive trait makes us assume everything about a person is positive. Think about attractive people. Studies show we automatically assume they're also smarter, kinder, and more successful. It works like a mental shortcut. If someone is well-dressed, we might assume they're also organized and hardworking. If they're friendly, we might think they're also honest. Our brain puts a halo over them, making everything seem golden. The halo effect is everywhere. Tall people earn more money. Studies show every inch of height adds $789 per year to salary. Why? We unconsciously see height as leadership. Teachers give higher grades to students they perceive as good kids. Even in courtrooms, attractive defendants receive lighter sentences. One study found that wearing glasses makes people seem 5% more intelligent. These biases shape our world in ways we don't even notice. It's like wearing invisible colored glasses that tint how we see everyone. But the halo effect has an evil twin, the horn effect. One negative trait can poison everything else. If someone is late to a meeting, we might assume they're also lazy and unreliable. A single mistake can create a negative halo that's hard to shake. This is why first impressions are so powerful and so dangerous. Once our brain creates that initial judgment, it looks for evidence to confirm it while ignoring contradicting information. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. So how do we fight these instant judgments? First, awareness is key. Just knowing about these biases helps reduce them. When meeting someone new, try the pause and question technique. Ask yourself, what am I assuming? Why? Give people at least 3 interactions before forming opinions. Look for evidence that contradicts your first impression. Remember, everyone has bad days. That grumpy cashier might have just received terrible news. Practice seeing people as complex, not simple categories. Now let's flip the script. How can you make great first impressions? Science gives us clear answers. Stand tall with open body language. Make appropriate eye contact, about 60 to 70% of the time. Smile genuinely. Fake smiles don't fool our ancient brains. Dress slightly better than the situation requires. Offer firm handshake. Most importantly, be present and listen actively. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. These simple actions signal confidence and warmth. What if you've made a bad first impression? Don't panic! While first impressions are powerful, they're not permanent. It takes about 8 positive interactions to overcome one negative first impression. Be consistent in showing your true self. Address the elephant in the room if needed. Say, I know we got off to a rough start. Actions speak louder than words, so demonstrate your positive qualities over time. Remember Sarah from earlier? She once bombed an interview but got hired after volunteering at a company event. First impressions are an ancient survival tool living in our modern world. In just 7 seconds, our brains make complex judgments that can shape relationships, careers, and opportunities. The halo effect shows us how one trait can color everything else we see. But here's the empowering truth. Once you understand these mental shortcuts, you can both make better impressions and judge others more fairly. Remember, behind every first impression is a complete human being with a rich, complex story. What first impression will you make today?